This video contains highly controversial information that the mainstream medical establishment does not want you to see. This presentation saves thousands of lives each time it's shown. All the information in it is scientifically verified, yet two of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world are threatening Dr. Pearson with lawsuits if he keeps his presentation online. Dr. Pearson is also in danger of losing his medical license for simply making the public aware that there is indeed a proven, effective, all-natural treatment to diabetes, and that there has been for many years. In light of the above, we cannot guarantee this video will remain up long. It could be removed next week, today, or even before you're finished watching it. So handle your mouse with care. One accidental click could mean missing out on the information that could save your life, or the life of a loved one. Raise the volume high and take rigorous notes, because if you simply watch until the end and do what it says, 14 days from now you will feel like a completely new person. Enjoy the presentation.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Pearson, an independent medical researcher specializing in insulin production and diabetes. And I'd like to ask you a question. What if I told you there was a completely natural treatment that treats the root cause of diabetes, that the medical establishment has actually been hiding from you on purpose? A treatment that's 100% proven effective, yet totally unknown to your doctor and 99% of all doctors around the country. What if this one natural secret, when used for just a short period of time, can give you a radical shift in your health for the better and instantly improve your quality of life? And in fact, eliminate most all the worries and inconveniences you have right now as a result of your diabetes, even if it's been in your family for millennia, and even if you haven't had a glucose reading below 200 since 2001. I put a challenge before you. If you commit the next 6 minutes to this presentation, the most talked about presentation online right now, if you just watch it carefully and do what it says, I promise you will not only believe that it's possible, you will know that it's possible as a scientific fact, just like you know the earth goes around the sun. And then, only moments later, you will begin the process of naturally treating your diabetes from the source, absolutely free, right here on this very website. That way you won't just know it's true, you'll see the results with your very own eyes. How can I speak with such confidence? After all, I haven't checked your blood pressure, taken a reading, or done anything else to know what shape your body is in. The truth is, I don't have to. I don't have an ounce of doubt about my claims, even though I've given my real name, and even though this is going out to hundreds of thousands of people who will hate me forever if I mislead them. I don't want that, and I still have no doubt about my claim. Why? Because when you see the sun come up 21,894 days in a row, you can be pretty confident it's coming up tomorrow. 21,894 is exactly how many people have now used this secret I'm about to share to radically improve their diabetes, without surgery, without a needle, without pills, without even going into the hospital. Yes, even type 1 diabetics. These 20,000 plus individuals now enjoying their lives like any normal person, without worrying about their diabetes at all. Their glucose levels remain in normal ranges, no matter what they eat, no matter how much or little they exercise, no matter what kind of stress they have in their life, no matter how much they sleep, no matter how much sun they get. They live lives that are just plain normal. How nice would that be? Just to get back to normal. How would that feel for you? To go through your day just like everyone else. No meds, no finger pricks, no test strips, no shots, no constant doctor's visits, no fear of early death, no fear of blindness or amputation. The freedom to just live life as it was meant to be lived. You see a milkshake? You buy a milkshake. You see a hot dog with a bun? You eat a hot dog with a bun. Eat exactly what you want to eat and just enjoy. Play with your kids. Hold them and tell them you'll be there for them forever, and watch their faces light up. Be there for your spouse instead of having them worry about you, instead of being a burden. Be there for them. Be their bedrock, the one they can lean on. Imagine the stress melting off your shoulders as you realize you'll never need to prick your finger for another blood sugar reading ever again. Imagine the fear crippling you inside, releasing, letting go, and never coming back. You know what would happen? The real you would come out. A powerful, fun, energetic, and happy you that you didn't even know you had inside. In my experience, even better than before. But I honestly don't like to speak too much about what it's like. I'll let my 20,000 do the job. You'll be hearing from them throughout the presentation. So let's hear from one of them now. Linda Ellison from Port Charlotte, Florida, had this to say.
2 years ago, I was a mess. I had near kidney failure, glaucoma, and my blood sugar levels were out of control. But then I found Dr. Pearson's program. In just a few days, my blood sugar went from 228 to 110. And that has literally changed everything. I no longer have to worry about what I eat. My kidneys are coming back to life. I am no longer at risk. I am a new woman thanks to this program.
Now I know what some of you are thinking. You've seen a lot of internet scams that never panned out, and you're probably already lumping this in with them. We're probably just out to get your money. Well, as you'll see in a minute, we're not going to ask you to risk a dime. But if that's what you're thinking, I understand. I would be thinking the exact same thing if I were in your shoes. Because what I'm saying flies in the face of everything you've ever known since you became a diabetic. From day one, every doctor you've gone to has told you there is no cure to diabetes. Only ways to manage it, which is when they went on to tell you to prick yourself with a needle every morning, eat rabbit food, and run on a treadmill. And if you're type 1 diabetes, they told you that not only is there no cure for you, there will never be a cure. So give up trying. I used to believe the same. I accepted it, like I'm sure you did. So what's happening here on this crazy website? Well, what's happening here is we're about to reveal a secret. This single secret into the workings of the human body and its endocrine system means defeating diabetes is not only possible, but absolutely scientifically proven if you simply follow the protocol. This secret, that has over 34 clinical studies behind it, none of them covered in any major newspaper, and not taught in any major medical school. Nonetheless, these studies show definitely that it not only stabilizes your blood sugar levels in days, but effectively treats the source of diabetes that made you diabetic in the first place. The results you see here are spectacular, so outside the box, because this secret operates on a completely different playing field to the current modern approach to diabetes. This is a new angle, one medical science has completely missed the boat on. See, I spent a decade of my life trying to cure diabetes by researching the pancreas and insulin production. I later came to learn that insulin is not, I repeat not, the most effective means to regulate blood sugar for diabetics. Your body has another, completely different source, God-given, that acts as a regulator of glucose, over 100 times more powerful than insulin ever was. It was given to us, in our bodies, for diabetics to use, much like a reserve fuel tank on an airplane. Only in this case, the reserve tank is actually far bigger than the main one. All the power we need to regulate blood sugar effectively is already inside our body. We simply have never been taught how to access this almost unlimited store of sugar regulating power. That requires no insulin at all to do its job. You will in fact metabolize sugar even better than you did before you got diabetes. Hear from John Harris to see how this plays out in real life. He specifically asked me to show this to people who were considering trying out the system. He said he wanted you to know this was for real. He says,
I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I've always been told there's nothing I can do about my diabetes. You just have to learn to live with it. So, when I saw Dr. Pearson's program, I was a little skeptical. After only 1 week, though, into the program, I realized that Dr. Pearson was right and everyone else was wrong. My blood sugar went from 192 to 105 in only 8 days. I'm off all but one of the meds, and my doctors now say that I no longer need daily insulin. This is nothing short of a miracle.
Thanks, John. So why doesn't the medical establishment tell you about this? Why hasn't any doctor told you about this? Why aren't the medical journals abuzz about this?
Hello, my name is Jay. This is my Diabetes Miracle Cure review. This product has completely changed my entire life. I've been living with diabetes for the past 10 years now, and I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. It's like a huge burden has been lifted off me, and I feel like a totally new person. When I first heard about this product, I have to admit, I was skeptical at first, and I didn't know what to expect. Up until that point, I had tried everything you can think of to keep my diabetes under control, and nothing seemed to be working. I tried every medication, every natural remedy, and I spent countless hours researching new ways to keep my blood sugar under control, but nothing worked. Luckily, a good friend of mine referred me to this product, and this has been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. From the moment I started using this product, my symptoms slowly started to disappear day by day until I was back to normal again. The diabetes is completely gone now. I feel so much stronger and much more healthier. It's unbelievable. I feel like all my dreams and prayers have finally been answered. Thank you so much. Now, come on. Objections and rebuttals? I can't afford it right now. I think you'll be very shocked at just how affordable this product actually is. And look at all the benefits. This is not an ongoing medication you have to take for life or painful procedures that are only temporary. This is an actual cure for diabetes, and you can't put a price on your health. How do I know this will work? This product has helped over 30,000 people so far, and it's been proven to work. Plus, it's completely natural and safe to use. So you're not putting any harmful chemicals into your body or doing any damage to yourself, which means you have nothing to lose. I've tried every other product on the market. Why have I never heard of this one? Great question. You haven't heard of this product because that's exactly how the medical industry wants to keep it. They make billions from diabetic medications, so doctors will not tell you about products like this or publicize them because that takes money away from their fortune. Finally, as my experience, you will be a new person with this product. You can get it now from the link below.